Good evening, Super Metroid fans. We got a special one here, right on Speed Gaming 5. We've got SGLive 2022 Super Metroid 90% silver bottom bracket action between Smelon and Kuru. My name is the Hockey Towner, and I'm joined by the one, the only Dirty Mike, but he's left the boys at home. What is going on, Dirty Mike?
Yo, what's up, Hockey? Super excited for this race. I think this is going to be a fun one.
I think you're absolutely right. This has been a thrilling tournament so far. We've seen a lot of action in both gold and silver brackets. And the competition is just heating up as we progress through these rounds. Now, this is, as we said at the beginning, this is the bottom bracket matchup here. And what that means is that the runner-up today will be exiting the tournament. But the winner will be advancing to the next round of the bottom bracket with a chance to make it to the grand final. That said, though, silver bracket, Dirty Mike, they're playing for bragging rights and clout and a chance to PB and a really good race pace. What do you think?
Yeah, and if they're lucky, they'll even get a chance to play me, you know?
Hey, that's right. Dirty Mike, not only an illustrious commentator, but also a participant in this SGLive 90% Super Metroid tournament. That's terrific. Now, we were talking a bit in the green room, Mike, about our runners' PBs, Smelon and Kuru. What can you tell us about their routes and PBs?
So I expect them both to be taking the old route, KPDR. That's the Crate First route. But there is a bit of a discrepancy. Smelon has a PB of about 47.11, whereas Kuru has a PB of 49.30. So there is a couple of minutes there, but like I say, it's a race, so anything can happen.
That's for sure. We've seen the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat here in this tournament in both brackets, but Kuru having a bit of trouble there trying to get that wall jump. They were synced up, Mike, through the first couple rooms of the series exit here.
And that's just how series goes. If you get steamed once in the elevator room, you're gonna get steamed multiple times. It's very punishing. So, but early game, schmurly game. There's plenty of mistakes to be made on both sides. So,
well spoken. Early game, schmurly game is. Indeed, because it doesn't matter till you see that dot done or that dot forfeit, right?
Exactly. I'm a firm hater of early game, so that's what I have to tell myself.
Well, I feel like in any of these types of games, any of these exploration kind of upgrade centric games, the early game always sucks because you don't have anything, no movement items, no weapons, no nothing. So our runners have only Moonfall and their wits about them right now, but they are going to head down to Retro Brinstar, Mike, and they're going to pick up, do a little shopping. They got some things to check off their shopping list.
Yeah, and already I can see a little difference. Smelon going for that Parlor Moonfall as well as the down back, whereas Kuru just opting for the climb Moonfall. So getting the big time save, but it looks like Smelon's just kind of going all out.
That's right. No holds barred matchup here right on SG5. Runners down into Retro Bryn, picking up that morphing ball. And am going to be curious to see how they handle all of the treacherous foes that await them here on the planet Zebes. The boss fights in this game, Dirty Mike, are just so brutal sometimes.
Oh. Yeah, any of the bosses can take you out, or at least kill your run. Maybe not so much Kraid, but can definitely lose you some time.
I don't know, we've seen some extended Kraid stand-ups. I feel like it's not really a fight that a lot of runners practice. They practice the Kraid quick kill till they have, 99% success rate, but for that 1% of the time that they miss, it can really bleed time pretty quickly.
Oh, easily, yeah. You start dumping supers, panicking, yeah, that 10-second kill can turn into a minute real fast.
For For sure, for sure. Plus only a single energy tank and the charge beam, you know, if you lose
Oh
all your
yeah.
missiles and all that. But this next section, you talk about Schmerly game here, Dirty Mike. This is the climb is just so challenging, but you see Smelon off to a really nice
He's
behemoth climb here.
yes, and I'm pretty sure he did pitless, reverse pitless, so it's very clean up until about that last jump there, but that's the climb for you.
That's right. Does give Kuru a chance to gain some valuable seconds. Both runners are in the parlor on their way to the first mini-boss fight, Bomb to Rizzo. So you did see Smelon have to go and farm that space pirate to get a health drop. That
Yep.
ensures that Bomb to Rizzo will drop missile refills.
Yeah, just really good awareness. You take a hit, it's almost faster to just get that health drop just so you get missiles with BT, because a bad BT fight can cost you several seconds. It looks like they're both going for the pixel perfect setup. Make sure BT just hops back immediately, so.
Look at that, with the Smelon with that little hop, skip, and a shot there.
Yeah, it looks like
blown open.
Looks like Smelon got a little scammed. Only a couple missile drops, but
oh, missing a few too. I think Kuru was pulled ahead here briefly.
Yeah, he definitely made up that time. So let's. Oh, Smelon going back for those missile drops. I wonder if he's just running through the waivers here in Terminator. Didn't trust to get drops.
Look at that, the right side Alcatraz.
Oof. That's pretty swaggy.
That is the swaggiest of the swag. I think Shiny Zenny was the first runner that I saw us do that as a mainline strat. And it's not super popular, but I think Ruyo uses it as well. So way to go, Kuru.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how many frames it saves, but if you miss it, it's not worth it. So Kuru must have practiced that a lot. So.
Oh my goodness. I think the same could be said for all of the really low probability of success strats in this game.
Yeah, that is true. It's kind of a catch-all.
Right side Alcatraz is no different, unfortunately, but our runners are looking sharp here, pretty much neck and neck heading down into Green Bryn.
Yeah, this is a really great race so far.
Tell us about this next. Oh, sorry, Mike. There's definitely a lot of back and forth. It has been a great race, but tell us about this next set piece awaiting us in Green Bryn.
Oh, all right. So they're going. They are mockballing in here to sequence break to get these early supers. Kuru and Smelon both doing a good job here. Looks like Smelon's getting that waiver. Get a little extra health drop. But now they get to go all the way down to Kraid. A couple of really technical rooms coming up. See both of them just mockballing over, not opting for the Kago mockball.
I do like the farm on the Rio from Smelon. That was a heads-up play. Looks like Kuru's resources are identical as well, barring the disparity in health. But missile pickup as well as the charge beam, and that'll pretty much close the book on Brinstar.
And it'll be interesting to see. I honestly don't know if Kuru picks up Spazer and Ice early. That's the only real divergence I could see happening. But I expect them both to pick up Kraid Tank and at least 20 missiles. Potentially even 25, who knows?
Can't go wrong with 25 missiles. More ammo, more better, is what I've always said. But
really nice,
optimal. Okay.
Really nice Green Hill Zone by Kuru. Looks like Smelon missed that mock ball. So that'll cost him a little bit of time. But.
A little tiny bit, but did get the D boost going through the gate though. I thought that was pretty sharp. We do have on good authority from chat that Kuru does not do early ice or pick up Spacer, so it should be
perfect.
Should be identically routed. And but like we said, both runners are keeping pace with each other here. We're not even in 10 minutes into this race.
Yeah, they're within the same room, so this is great.
So I wonder which Kraid quick kill these runners go for. Oh, Smelon
Ooh.
taking the lead here with that optimal entry into Kraid's warehouse. But, you know, you can open with missiles and then hit 3 supers or a charge beam shot and go
Yeah.
with 4. You know, different options for these Kraid quick kills. So I'm curious to see what our runners are going to use.
That quick entry, that's a scary strat to go for in a race, because if you co-jacked, you know, you're down a super, and if you didn't pick up missiles earlier, that you're in big trouble if you do the missile quick kill. So
No question. There's nothing worse than needing a super when you don't have a super. Especially in some place like Lower Norfair. Don't ask me how I know that, but you know, happens to us all. But here we go. Looks like Kuru's setting up for the missile. Yeah, both missile openers here.
Smelon gets it. They both get it, no problem.
Very nice.
Excellent.
Very nice. Couple of great quick kills for our runners, Smelon and Kuru, picking up that Varia suit.
Yeah, these are very decent Varia times.
I think so too. I think around that 10-minute mark, that's pretty, like you said, it's very solid.
Especially for a race, like nobody has a PB-worthy climb in a race.
For real.
So
For real, it's always got to have some sort of
yeah,
stumble or miscue or what have you.
and Smelon actually did not have. He only had 1 missile, it looks like, so he had to pseudo screw through those pirates, just to save those supers for Upper Norfair. So pretty heads up play, but it did cost him a couple of seconds.
It sure did, Dirty Mike. But these runners are in lockstep with each other. We do see the janitor's closet E-tank being collected by both Kuru and Smelon on their way, like you said, to Norfair to do a little housekeeping.
Yeah, and even just the difference in killing those B-toms. Very interesting to see everyone's setup for that.
No doubt about it. It's the beauty, I think, and the enduring popularity of this game is as new strats are developed or discovered, new techniques. It's just, you know, it's like going to the cafeteria. You put on your tray what you want to eat. In this game, you adopt the strats that work for you, even if they might not be the absolute fastest or most optimal. It's all about consistency. That is the name of the game. Actually, no, Dirty Mike, I think the name of the game is Super Metroid, so I stand corrected.
I was gonna say, I hope they don't put any ketchup on their lunch trays. That might cost them the race. So.
It might cost them the race, for sure. This is a ketchup-free zone.
A couple of meatballs, maybe an onion ring, but hopefully no ketchup.
Yes, we're eating those French fries plain today, but that's out of necessity.
It looks like Kuru is picking up high jump boots missiles. It's definitely the easier way to navigate. Trying to do that the 1 tile spin jump. that is not easy. So
That is tough.
I can't blame either one of them for just picking up high jump boots.
For sure. Because that's pretty much like doing Alcatraz, but just in much tighter quarters.
Oh yeah, it's so weird.
Well spoken. But they're both into Cathedral. Ooh, a big bonk from Kuru there. It's going to let Smelon
nice.
do some catching up here with a pseudo screw attack. Doesn't get a super drop, but both with 1 super heading into Rising Tide.
Yeah, very clean from Smelon, and he's got a little bit more health too. So we'll see if that affects Fantoon at all.
Well, this race is really heating up here, Dirty Mike. I mean, this is neck and neck. We've had multiple lead changes, and we're not even 15 minutes into it yet.
A really nice bubble mount by Smelon right there. Looks like Kuru had a little slip up, but manages to recover.
For sure. I really love the patience from Kuru, too, on that second attempt on the bubble mountain climb. Used an extra wall jump there just to avoid having to repeat it for a 3rd time.
Absolutely.
And, dethrones King Kak. Gets that almost guaranteed super drop, and on their way to the speed booster.
And I think that was a 1340 speed for Smelon, which is very respectable.
I'll say, yeah,
It's sub 14 for both. That's excellent.
both these runners off to a really nice pace. But they will be heading back up the red tower to grab that Alpha Power Bomb pack. And like you said, they do have a date with Fantoon.
And oh, very nice. So Kuru only took one farm leaving. Got some good supers from there. So he picked up at least a couple of seconds on Smelon, because I think Smelon farmed at least 3 times. Looks like he was getting a little scammed, which will happen in a race, particularly.
Right. Always in a race, yeah. It's like, oh, I had to 5 farm and I got 1 super. And it's like, you know, probability just works against you sometimes, but
like after 3 farms, you just kind of say screw it and just I'll missile all the doors.
If they're big, I can still open them, just not as quickly. Oh, nice. I love that. I don't know why, but I love that jump leaving wave.
Oh, yeah, it's so
Both
nice.
runners getting it right under the crumble blocks, not taking any damage, very quick, and then just that leap of faith to leave double chamber through the door that you entered. Very nicely done.
Yeah. Very clean wave section for both, for sure.
These runners are sharp as tacks right now, Dirty Mike. They're really playing well. But Kuru does have some time to make up. That's a testament to Smelon's skill here.
Yes, that's just a very good upper Norfair. I mean, aside from the farms, like that's a very good upper Norfair.
So a little farming attempt there in Business Center from Smelon. That's going to give Kuru a couple seconds. Just needs to stick these wall jumps up into the elevator.
There we go.
And
since they're both full on energy, I expect them both to go for Alpha Spark.
Oh, you got it. You got to go for Alpha Spark, right? I think Smelon's got the Shine Spark stored. Beauty.
Very nice. Let's see it from Kuru. Excellent.
Let's go. Double
and now,
sparks.
One of my favorite rooms, the Red Tower climb.
It's so hard, it's impossible.
It's so good.
I don't know how it can be done. Look at that.
Very nice hero shot. Double D-boost.
Sticking both the D-boost. Didn't quite get the wave shot to connect with the door, but it didn't slow Smelon down one bit.
Oh, wow, yeah. This is very good Red Tower climbs from both.
Ooh, I like that. I like that strat from Kuru. Kind of build the farm into your Hellway and get the second D-boost.
Yeah, that's a very nice like race strat. You get some of that health back that you lost. Alpha Spark, that's perfect.
Yeah, this is looking good so far. Runners picking up Alpha PBs there. And, yeah, staying out of the Samus Munchers. No Vile Plumes today, Dirty Mike.
I wasn't going to say it because they still have to go back, but...
Well, we know
very
who to
clean.
Blame. We know who to blame if they fall on the reverse Hellway.
Honestly, I think reverse Hellway is harder. It's crazy.
Oh, it's over. My apologies to Smelon and Kuru. Maybe. We'll see. So our runners are... Oh, nice spark from Smelon. Going with 2 spark. No Ocean Fly required.
No Ocean Fly.
Straight through the door into another short charge here. We'll see what Kuru opts to do here. Same strat, double spark.
Oh, I thought Kuru was gonna pick up those moat missiles for a second. It was pretty low spark, but whether or not that was intentional, it's on his way.
Yeah. So tell us about this Fantoon boss, because I don't know how to fight him, Dirty Mike. It's just, what do you do?
Well, there's only 12 patterns.
That's it? That's all you gotta learn is 12?
6 in the first round and 6 more in the next rounds. So it could either be a fast mid or a slow is what we call it. Fast can save about, I believe, 15 to 20 seconds over a slow. So we'll see what Smelon gets here. So no fast. Let's see if he sets up for this mid. No mid. So he's gonna get this slow here.
But it's set up for the X Factor. Oh,
just misses it. Let's. Okay, so he's just abandoning that the X Factor on that first round.
Did get a decent amount of missiles in there.
Looks like Kuru got a mid.
Ooh, connects with those particles on the X Factor from Kuru.
That's very nice.
This could give Kuru the lead.
Ooh, Smelon's having some issues. He's taking a lot of damage too.
63 energy, but with that Varia suit, he will take less damage, and that is a dead ghost for Kuru.
That is a very good fight. That's a very solid kill time too.
Yeah. It'll be pretty much 20 minutes or even leaving Fantoon. That's terrific.
And pretty decent drops. Full power bombs is really nice.
Fantoon is just not being kind to Smelon right now.
Yeah, this is not going the way Smelon had wanted it to. Should finish him up right here though. There we go.
Made 38 energy.
I think he avoided the health bomb. So I don't think he dipped below 30, but we'll see. Okay,
yes.
good.
Great drops.
Really good ammo, but his health is going to be an issue in the attic.
Yeah.
On top of just the time loss from Fantoon, that's going to be pretty tough to recover from.
Yeah, but I mean, if Dragon goes sideways for Kuru, that could put Smelon right back in the fight. Oh, Kuru unfortunately vertically sparking into the ceiling. Gonna have to go with the backup here in the attic. Gonna have to kill all these enemies with ammo.
So this is Smelon's chance to catch up some of that time. But we'll have to see, because I don't believe he can do the attic spark with this energy.
I don't think so either, yeah. I think you're right.
So we'll see. I'm not sure if he goes for ballistics or... Because I feel like he mains the attic spark. So we'll see. But Kuru heading into bowling. Should have no issues surviving that.
Yeah, you're right. Sparking across, finishing with 87,
Sparking
but unfortunately missed one of the key hunters, I think. Or was it an atom? Oh, it was a key hunter.
Yeah, cleaned it up. He did pick up some energy though, so it's kind of pick your poison at that point. Do you go fast or do you pick up energy? You know, you need both. So
survivability is the name of the game, but you know, you love to see a finish, but if you're vying for the win, you're not vying for second place.
It's true.
It's tough though. It's a tough balance. But gravity suit pickup for Kuru after the bowling cutscene. Smelling off to taking a big leap. Oh, just misses it. But
so we'll take 3 hits.
Across. Yeah, 3 hits is just fine.
It's not the end of the world. You have Varia suit, but at 77 energy leaving wreck ship that's some 3 tank stuff.
Yep.
Not used to seeing it with 4 tank. So we'll see how he recovers from this, see what he farms. Potentially have to do the Mount Everest backup. Who knows?
Yeah, that's an excellent point. Energy is so important in Meridia, not just for, like we said, survivability, but that Everest spark. Much faster, I think, than the backup. All right, this is the moment of truth, Dirty Mike.
Oh, reverse hellway, let's see.
Are we going to see a Vile Plume? Looks good so far.
Oh, perfect. I think Kuru heard us. He's like, I'm not damage boosted.
Might have had the restream up. Might have chosen not to deboost there.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not one bit. Now, Smelon's got to be extra careful here, though, but...
Oh yeah, those
using
crabs will
power
hurt.
bombs on those crabs. Chat, you're right. I did say the name of the game is Super Metroid, and that is the name of the game. But, you know, there's a lot of games out there, but this is our game. So Meridia's the next section, Dirty Mike. I consider it one of the most technically demanding sections of the game. What do you think?
Easily. I don't think there's another place in the whole run that you can lose as much time as Meridia. It's such a run killer, so... If there's any place that Smelon can catch up, it's right here.
Look at that. Everest spark from Kuru. No muss, no fuss. Not worried about energy conservation. Heading into Aqueduct.
Oh, I like that bounce ball strat. Opting out of the scree boost, just getting through the room.
I do like that too, yeah. The scree boost, as I like to call it, but any D boost in this game is just incredible. But now, Kuru set up for another mini boss fight with the D Factor, the D called X Factor opener here on Botoon. Switches to supers.
Very nice.
Pulls it off, Dirty Mike.
Still gets the one round. And
it's the one round.
Pretty decent drops.
Yeah, really like those drops.
I mean, for Botoon, that's really good. So
goes with the safer strat. It's not quite the Yahtzee, but you know that's fine. I don't hold it against him.
Okay. And Smelon not going for the Everest backup, so his energy is looking real low. All right, so he's gonna farm that crab just to get a little bit more energy for Botoon.
Got the crab farmed. I do have to give a special message. Was that Haffy from Kuru? Wonderful stuff.
Perfect.
Sparking through the door after that one round Botoon and the E-Tank pickup. Smelon about to do battle with Botoon himself, but gotta give shout outs to Eddie, tournament organizer, commentator, and runner extraordinaire. I do have to tell him, you know, I did ask in the race time room if it was S-Melon or Smelon, and I was told it was Smelon. Oh,
just missed that last particle.
You live by the X Factor, you die by the X Factor.
He's got to be real careful that he doesn't health bomb.
That's an excellent point, because that'll just absolutely kill all of his ammunition, pretty much.
Actually, that was a really good cleanup.
Yeah. You got two. You got two supers. That's
none. Enough. That's all he needs. So. Let's see this opener from Kuru. Stragon.
The 1-2 punch, the X Factor with the Shine Spark into a swoop.
Pretty decent.
Looking for a goop here. Oh! Careful.
So this is where it can kind of turn south. Start getting those swoops.
It's a tough fight. It's a tough fight when using these strats. Oh, just I think a little too high there on that last spark, and another Haffy from Smelon.
Oh, he's got to be close.
Has to be. Has to be.
Very nice.
Wow. Nice kill.
But yeah, if Smelon has a good fight here, he can catch up. At least 20 seconds. He could probably save.
That's a good point. This is the opportunity Smelon has been waiting for after a few, you know, not major stuff. Just that Fantoon fight was very brutal, but survived it. Lived to fight another day, fight another boss here. We'll see what Smelon can do.
Looks like Smelon going for the rain dance setup.
Now that's a strat I haven't seen in a long time.
There we go.
Ooh, baby.
That looked really good.
I think a Womple jump here from Kuru. Nice backup.
Oh, not quite enough. But cleans it up.
Ammo kill. Oh, I love it.
It was very solid.
That was a great fight. Chad asking, did Dragon pick up Samus after taking damage, or was there no damage? I don't know. It's a great question.
That's a good question. Yeah, so much going on with Dragon.
Just instantaneous, like, zoop, pick up. But Our runners will be picking up the plasma beam next. That's going to give them some tremendous firepower. No plasma spark from Kuru, can't hold it against him. Plasma spark is literally impossible.
Yeah, I think only Stashio and Petoil have got it in this tournament.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Wouldn't surprise me if Stashio got it. Stashio is one of the like 2 or 3 people that I've ever seen do it in a race.
It's pretty nutty to get in a race. It's pretty much an automatic win.
Yeah. I had the pleasure of seeing Sloters and Stashio get it almost simultaneously in their race.
Oh, really?
A while ago, yeah. It was awesome. I absolutely went nuts. But like you tend to do in situations like that. But these 2 runners, Smelon and Kuru, have definitely impressed so far, Dirty Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. This is still a really solid pace for Kuru. Trying to think what exactly kind of late game he has. But if he's playing like he's playing right now, this could easily be a PB for him.
It's a terrific point. You'd love to see a race PB that's also a regular PB as well. That would be quite something to do here in the silver bracket of the SGLive 2022 Super Metroid 80% tournament. Plasma pick up for Smelon, but
Kuru taking a dip in the sand. This room is not a room you want to mess up. That's a very costly mistake.
That Eva room is tough, but unfortunately Smelon forgot to kill one of the pink plasma guarding pirates. Had to go all the way back down. Oh, that's not what you wanted Smelon to do. You wanted him to catch up, but not out of it yet. We still have a whole section of the game to us, Dirty Mike. Couple sections of the game, but both very highly challenging.
And it'll be really interesting to see what route they take to Lower Norfair, because Kuru only has 2 power bombs right now. Looks like he got kind of scammed by the crabs, so he's pretty much forced to do northern routes. But Smelon might. I feel like he does northern route too, so I don't know if we'll see the southern route.
Interesting. No southern route. A very nice Eva room there from Smelon. Very nice space jump chains.
As a result of Smelon having full power bombs, he's got really good health from those crabs, so he's in really good shape.
Kuru picking up the ice beam that will complete the full beam combination, but Kuru's got power bomb selected here, Dirty Mike.
Oh,
that's an interesting wrinkle.
Maybe just isn't comfortable with the ice escape.
Maybe.
Or I don't know. Maybe he'll farm the violas before heading in to the lava dive room.
I think he'll have to.
I hope he's aware, because it is really easy to not think about your power bombs until you need them.
Right.
But a very nice space jump right there. That's a hard jump in that refill room.
Yeah,
okay, and it looks like he is gonna farm these. Okay.
Good deal. 4. Very good. Very good. Oh, but look at this. Ice escape from Smelon, so we are going to see northern route.
Okay, alright. We'll let chat decide which one's faster. How about that? That'll keep him busy for 20 minutes or an hour.
It's like arguing over Pepsi or Coke. You know, it's just, there's no winner. We need a strong academic analysis. Will someone page a real cutie? Get him in here.
I think it's been done multiple times, and I think it just comes down to execution, to be honest. Just like every other strat in this game.
Yep. Speaking of execution, look at Kuru getting fast pillars. That was really
very
nice. And into worst room in the game, but with this item loadout, not too bad.
Smelon not getting the chronic boost, but He's also making his way in. So still pretty decent lead for Kuru.
I did like the choice to not, you know, not try to manipulate those space pros. Just blow them away with your full beam.
Yeah.
Oh, but dropping space jump into the amphitheater, unfortunately, for Kuru. So it's all coming down to just precious seconds here.
Yeah, and oof. Taking a lot of hits, but luckily, 4 tank, old route. You're in pretty good shape for Lower Norfair. Let's see this fast pillars from Smelon.
Oh no!
No.
Back in the train up to, not going with the power bomb backup.
Sticking to that short charge.
It's a tight one and it's tough. Well,
now
has to go with power bombs now.
I was gonna say, I don't think his powerbomb placement was good enough on that first one, so he's gonna have to, yeah,
Oh wow, yeah. That's tough.
It's kind of a heads up that he didn't use another powerbomb, because then he'd have to get powerbombs a shame. So that was very heads up. Even during all that panic, he didn't lose that last powerbomb, so.
For sure, for sure. Also, shoutouts to RC Cola. Completely agree that it's superior to both Pepsi and Coke. But what is superior in this race is our enjoyment during Mike, as Kuru heads into Ridley. It's going to be a 20-shot fight with this beam combo.
I mean, it really has pretty good health. I would say this is pretty average health that you get coming into Ridley, so he shouldn't have too much of an issue.
Love the bomb spread. Love the bomb spread.
Looks like Ridley should be dead. It's just kind of pogoing away. There we go.
It is. Good Ridley from Kuru.
Yeah. Very solid, very solid. And I believe Smelon just got that K-Go. Going into Wasteland.
You love to see it, Dirty Mike. Look at this. Trying to set up for optimal Metal Pirates. Getting very close. But we will have
high five.
Yeah, high five and Flower House.
So Smelon is one Ridley fight away.
One whole Ridley fight. But with this route, with this beam combination, Dirty Mike, it is a quick fight. Much quicker than PRKD.
Oh, yes.
So, Smelon's really not that far behind. I mean, it could be a couple things. Could be Metroid rooms plus baby skip. I don't know if that would put Smelon over the edge.
Yeah, I think it's still a little bit more than that. It would have to be some really, really bad Metroid drops. Or just, you know, hate to say it, but Mother Brain, she's a cruel mistress, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Well said. I mean, that's
we've seen enough tragedies.
we have.
So,
As
anything
recently
can
as
happen.
last night. I mean,
But both of these runners with really good resources heading back to G4. Pretty standard for KPDR.
they look good. Kuru, though, playing it safe though, just like in Worst Room again. Did take a hit there.
Reverse Powerhouse from Smelon.
Oh, let's go.
Very sick.
Plus, really nice Metal Pirates room, getting that door open and just flying through there. Chad asking, how has the tourney been progressing so far? It's been an absolutely spellbinding experience. Both brackets are banging right now. We are just getting race after race of close, competitive action. Completely agree. Everyone has been playing their hearts out. Well said, Seffi. Oh, look at that. Look at Smelon splitting the red key hunter C like Moses, Dirty Mike. Are you kidding me right now?
That was a biblical strat right there.
Absolutely. A biblical proportion. I love it. So Kuru gets to close the door on Norfair, both upper and lower sections, back into Brinstar. But you're only briefly heading into Meridian now. Optimal way to get back to the G4 statue. So that's really gonna be, I mean, that's our litmus test, right, Dirty Mike, is G4 door time.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna tell us the gap.
And honestly, this is looking like a really solid run from Kuru. Would not be surprised if he comes in here and says he got a PB tonight, whether or not he wins or loses.
I thought Smelon got kind of screwed over using those PBs leaving lower Norfair, but managed to farm one off of a Viola in single chamber and able to use that shortcut under Bubble Mountain. So that was another heads up play related to farming. It's wonderful.
Yeah, that's 80%. There's so much resource management. You're just constantly looking at the top of your screen. It's no wonder we mess up so often.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Gotta have eyes on a swivel. But Kuru gonna be blasting by the ship here on his way to G4. Hope he nails this parlor strat, the space boost. Kuru parlor is one of my personal favorites. Certainly got the run speed. Oh,
not quite.
So close, but gets the back up here. Very nice.
Very nice,
charge.
yeah.
Smelon playing like a man possessed, Dirty Mike, trying to catch up.
He's definitely playing it cutting loose, which for better or worse.
No doubt. No doubt about it. He definitely didn't let that frozen fish get in his way. Did you see those space jumps chained together? It was wonderful.
So pretty. It's actually really hard to optimally get that rhythm down for those space jumps underwater. It definitely takes a skill.
There isn't anything in this game that's easy, is there? Just can't.
Maybe pressing a direction.
Depends on the circumstance, though, right?
New bridge is pretty easy, right?
Oh my god, yeah, only if you know there's a dash button, but not everybody does. But so we had Kuru enter G4 around 41:17, I think. I think it was right around there.
That's a pretty solid time. That's definitely 49 pace.
I think we are looking at potentially a minute gap. Let's go, Smelon, with the space boost through the parlor. If we ask Steffi real nicely, he might tell us a alternative name for that strat. But we'll see. But, you know, we can't talk about this like Kuru's got it wrapped up, because it ain't over till it's over.
And Kuru actually let one of the Metroids go off the screen to the right, so it's actually really hard to get him back on the screen. So that's going to cost him some time.
It's tough. Very tough.
And I believe Smelon came into G4 with 42 2x or something like that.
About a minute.
So about a minute.
Minute 10.
And Kuru's really got to watch his supers right now. Okay.
All right.
Looking better now. Looking better.
Bailed out by the last Metroid of Metroid Room 3.
Nice.
Look at that. Full resources, Dirty
Going for
Mike.
super.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Excellent.
Kuru setting up for baby skip. This could be what Smelon needs to get back in contention for this race. But if Kuru can pull off this baby skip, he might ice it.
Pulling the lag strats, which I like. Makes it a lot easier for these first couple of jumps.
Oh!
No!
You see that? The baby Metroid had a curveball queued up there. My goodness. A little snapback.
I'm not sure if maybe it was just a missed jump input or something, but hate to see it.
I hate to see it. Great attempt. Cleared away the moss, and like you said, utilizing the sprite lag in this game. And
Smelon's got a ticket to Mother Brain, so not getting scammed there. That's good.
punch the ticket, Dirty Mike.
Punch the ticket.
Punch the ticket to Mother Brain.
I did take a double hit from those hoppers, so if he does get baby skip, he's got to kind of watch his health, but he does have that fourth tank, so
for sure
shouldn't be too big of an issue.
Kuru setting up for the Zebetite skip here, going with the ice skip. Oh, didn't quite get the spin jump. Needs iframes to get through there though. This is tough, but can do it. Yes,
there we go. Okay. Smelon, looking
Smelon.
good. Very
Got
nice
it.
skip. Very nice.
But will it be enough? Because right now, Kuru on Mother Brain 1.
Turrets be nice. Turrets be nice. Excellent.
Boy, this is going to be a really close one.
Yeah, it really kind of closed up.
Sure did. Oh, the down.
Very nice. Wow.
Smelon with the down back zap skip. Let's go. Did you see that execution?
That's a chef's kiss right there.
Oh. Chef Dirty Mike serving up at the chef's table.
Serving up. Hopefully no ketchups. Just
no
meatballs.
ketchups on the menu. The chef's tasting menu will not feature ketchup tonight.
Oh.
Kuru.
That ketchup. Oh.
And he's through. Kuru's through. Damage is down to under.
I swear, Mother Brain fights are always worse as a viewer.
No doubt.
When you're in the zone, you don't care. You're just pressing buttons. But when you're watching,
oh my gosh, that's so funny.
It's the worst case of backseat driving.
For real. For real. Look out for this. Look out for this ketchup, Smelon.
Should be coming here after this meatball.
Look at that. Look at the stance. Oh.
All right. Well, that's actually. I think that was an intentional.
Yeah, it had to have been.
He just wanted the iframes, so.
Iframes are handy, and Smelon showing us that. Into the baby cutscene. Wow, really made up a ton of time here on Kuru.
Absolutely. That was kind of a shaky Turian from Kuru. Just the baby skip and then Zeb skip. Just kind of panicked a little bit there. So definitely closed the gap a little bit.
I think it's got to be down to like maybe a minute, maybe 50 seconds. I'm not sure.
I would almost say closer to 30, 40 seconds, something like that.
I think you're right. Might have been a little too conservative with my estimate, but we will. Racetime.gg don't lie, after all.
A wise man once said, "It doesn't matter until Samus is on the ship." So
truth, absolutely true. We have seen races decided in parlor on the escape, so.
And even Mother Brain 3, if you let it get out of hand, you can take a lot of damage. Now you can't do the climb spark, so
right.
It's anything can happen.
Kuru did take quite a bit of damage, but into a nice shooting rhythm here at the kind of the last third of Mother Brain 3 there.
That looked like one of my Mother Brain 3s.
Oh my goodness. Well, you'd hate to see my last Dirty Mike. I'm not trying to take a single viewer away from this race, but I think I was checking my phone and actually turned to the right and was shooting hyper beam shots to the right. Completely away from Mother Brain.
You're just trying to find the wraparound shot tech.
That's right, yeah. The wraparound hyper beam on Mother Brain 3, it's a very esoteric and arcane strat that doesn't even work. But what does work for these runners, shooting rhythm for Smelon, sparking up the shortcut from Kuru into the Leodox room. On the escape. And barring any sort of unforeseen catastrophe, Kuru is going to bring this one on home with a snazzy moonfall. But, well, tried to do the snazzy moonfall, but you know what? you get points for trying in this game, Dirty Mike. This game is impossible.
Yeah, very nice, very safe climb spark. Not going for Behemoth Spark. That's fair.
Totally. Into Parlor. Dirty Mike, there is nothing between Kuru and victory in this race, and the next round of the bottom bracket in the silver bracket of the Super Metroid 80% tournament. But that door transition and some bursts of steam, how about a flying jump onto the ship? And Kuru finishes in first place with an official time from race time of 49:36. GG's to Kuru. And right behind her, as Dirty Mike said, having closed the gap is Smelon into the Parlor, Dirty Mike.
Wow. Yeah, that was really close. Oh, wow.
Through the door.
And
really get to the ship.
That was a really solid escape, too.
I'll say. And Smelon, today's runner-up with an official race time of 50 minutes and 13 seconds. GG's to Smelon. All right. While we wait and see if our runners will join us for an interview, I'd love to draw your attention to the schedule, because we have a full Sunday's worth of races. We do have some with channels to be determined, but all times are Eastern Daylight Time. We have BR Joker versus Sinan at 2 p.m. Bressingham versus Scott Troyd in the prime time position at 7 p.m. And then Shiny Zenny versus Zost at 8 p.m. and Dane versus Amorovsky closing it out at 9 p.m. But we are joined by today's winner, Kuru, and runner-up Smelon. GG's to you both. Tell us a bit about the runs, what went right, what didn't go so right.
GG, thanks for the comms, and I don't know. I missed baby skip, and then I thought I lost. I wasn't watching the restream at all. I was just trying to play my own game, and
play your own game, you did, Kuru, nailing all sorts of tough stuff and recovering from some, early mistakes. Had great boss fights, I thought.
Yeah, I missed baby skip, and then I missed Zeb skip, and I'm like, oh well. I mean, Smelon's really good, so I don't mind losing. But then something happened. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that Zeb skip thing, that's happened to me a million times. When you're on pace or in a race, you just you forget how to spin jump almost, it feels like. You're just like, or you press jump too early, so I totally understand how that happens. But I thought you had a really, really nice race. Like, aside from Torian,
definitely the favorite here, so I was expecting to lose, so it was kind of like, whatever.
And correct me if I'm wrong, was this really close to your PB?
No, my PB is 48-43.
Oh, okay. So I was mistaken. I thought you had a 49 earlier, but
yeah, if I got baby skip, then it'll be really close.
Yeah, that it looked good on my end. So
no doubt. We do have Smelon here, but we haven't heard from him, so hopefully we can get him to say a few words about the race.
Yeah.
Hey, GG, Smelon.
GG.
Thank you. Yeah, my run, it was pretty solid until the wreck ship, and then it was obviously really bad Fantoon where the eye closed immediately. And then I was on low HP, so I was scared of dying, so I didn't want to X-Factor, and I have no idea how to kill Fantoon with missiles. So, and then just after that, I was just flustered. So I think looking from the final times, I think I could have come back if I had played good in Meridia and Lower Norfair, but yeah, I just didn't have it in me.
Yeah, you hate to see that kind of Fantoon in a race. It's just so tough to come back. you almost just have to ditch the X factors altogether. You're just kind of thrown into new route mode.
Yeah.
So that I feel like that definitely was the difference maker. But you played a really good Ridley to G4. I thought.
Oh yeah, that was like -2 on my PB.
Yeah,
Apart from the fish tank, it was a good segment.
yeah, it looked good. You definitely made up some time there. And then your Torin was crazy. Down back Zeb skip.
Oh,
That,
no. Flawless
Yeah, I heard you guys talking
execution,
about
just
that was
instantaneous.
amazing.
how Kuru missed it. Yeah, I went through a phase where I was missing Zeb skip like every single run. I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna learn down back Zeb skip, and now I can do it like most of the time. So
Nice.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's terrific. So, unfortunately, Smelon, we are exiting this. Excuse me. You are exiting this tournament, but we thank you so much for your participation, and we certainly look forward to seeing you in action in future tournaments to come.
thank you. Yeah, and thank you guys for the commentary.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
If I could just clear my throat, my goodness, the wheels are falling off this interview for old hockey here, but you know what? That's okay. We will recover. But you want to leave all those adoring fans here on SpeedGaming 5 with any parting words, Smelon?
Just make sure to keep watching more of these speed gaming races. Thank you to Eddie for putting on this tournament. Sorry I couldn't go further, but and GG's again to Kuru.
Yeah, GG.
Kuru advancing to the next round in this bottom bracket of the silver bracket Super Metroid Any Percent tournament. You will face the runner-up between White Mage Becky and Beef Robber. Any thoughts on any potential matchups?
Oh, I'm sure I'm going to lose the next one. They're way better than me.
Oh,
That's
my
kind of why I was
goodness.
okay with losing this match, because I figure Smelon's getting better than I am. He's gotten a lot of PBs this past month or so, and I'm kind of holding steady. So I was hoping to see Smelon go on and improve, maybe see a 46, but I'll try my best.
I mean, if you keep doing boss fights like that, you have a good shot. So
Great shot.
keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks.
GG's to you both, and we've loved to see exciting races with multiple lead changes, but I think that's going to do it for us here. Dirty Mike, you want to take us out?
Oh yeah, sure. Thanks again to SpeedGaming. Thanks again to Eddie for organizing this, keeping our ducks in a row. Thank you to my partner today, Hockey, for some excellent comms. But that's going to be it from us here at SpeedGaming 5. And we will see you all next mission.